uh, reaching Jacqueline, or in Nora's case, in to Nora.
Sure.
Also, while it is about gifts, so it has been said that in Jacqueline's case, she received these gifts that were, worth rupees 5 to 6 crores or 7 crores, in fact. But in Nora's case, the condition was different, because initially it was said that she did not receive any sort of gift. In fact, she raised questions on those gifts. So that's the reason why Delhi police, as of now, is considering that Nora is a witness, and they want to ascertain the particular thing, whether or not they are right at this particular phase. And also, we are expecting, that's the reason that we are expecting that in days to come, we can expect some more Bollywood actresses. In fact, many more actresses were named in the charge sheet that was filed by ED and also by the Delhi police. And that's the reason why we are expecting that some more actresses can be called in for the questioning part. But as of now, while it is about this particular day, so we know that by 1 p.m., Nora Fatehi has reached this particular office, and initially the time was 10 to 11, but her flight got delayed. First we saw that how Pinky arrived, and then after 1 hour, Nora arrived with her lawyer, of course. And now the questioning is on inside this particular office, which is EOW office at Mandir Marg.
I'll come back to you, Akash. Stay with us. Ashish Maheshi is also with us on the show. Ashish, we're getting these live visuals. We're talking about the line of questioning, how it's different for Jacqueline Fernandez, how it's going to be different for Nora Fatehi. You track these agencies, you understand the procedure. Why don't you break it down for our viewers? And we're focusing on Nora Fatehi right now. What does the agency has so far? What leads the agency to call her for being summoned as a witness? Her statement, to what extent it's going to be important in the investigation? And when her statement is recorded, is it a written statement? Is it admissible in a court of law?
So this, let's put it in two parts, Anusha.
Sure.
First is why Jacqueline Fernandez was summoned, and why it was important to summon Jacqueline Fernandez. Now, if you see, the ED charge sheet has named her as an accused, but that has to be proved in the court of law as predicate offense as well. So the economic offences wing called her for questioning, because they were the Delhi police was the one basically who registered the FIR. So the ED has named her as an accused in the case, and that case has to stand in the court of law. For that, the predicate offence also needs to be fulfilled. That area is very important for economic offences wing now. So that is why she was summoned. Now, we're talking about other people being summoned as witnesses. Here, if you see, Nora Fatehi has been summoned. But it's not only about Nora Fatehi. If you go through the Pinky Irani charge sheet that was filed by the Enforcement Directorate, it talks about so many cases. At least there are 2 to 3 cases where there are Bollywood celebs like Nikita Tamboli, Chaz Khanna. They basically went inside Tihar jail. And interestingly, there was a BMW car which was parked inside. There was a Innova car which was parked inside. The Innova car belonged to Unitech owner Sanjay Chandra. And in that, the police officials of the jail officials used to escort these women to the first floor of jail number 1. Now, it leaves everybody perplexed, Anusha, that how Bollywood celebs were entering into jail premises, supposed to be a high security jail. And, Bollywood celebs were entering without any checks and balances. No IDs were taken, no entries were made. In fact, they were guided to hide their face so that their CCTV does not record their face. So, it is like, basically, it's not only about Jacqueline or Nora. There are so many cases where, Sukesh Chandrasekhar, he even approached Bhumi Pednekar. He approached Sara Ali Khan. In fact, gifts were given to Sara Ali Khan.
Ashish, why was Sukesh Chandrasekhar approaching all these actresses? In his entire racket, what was the role that these actresses were allegedly playing, or he wanted them to play?
So basically, it was basically he had lots and lots of money and he wanted to splurge. So 200 crore rupees is not small amount, Anusha. 200 crore rupees if somebody gets and he has to spend that kind of money. If you see, when he was raided, when his house was raided in the ECR, that is the East Coast Road of Chennai, 28 luxurious cars were seized. So, if you got that kind of money, 200 crore rupees in your pocket, all in cash, and what will you do with that kind of money? So that basically he was trying to enter into Bollywood using his showing his splurge, showing
money
his,
power. Yeah.
expensive
Yeah.
lifestyle, money power to attract all these women.
I want to bring in Yash Goyal, who's live from the EOW office into the discussion. Yash, what's happening at the Economic Offences Wing today, and the questioning is likely to last for the entire day today of Noora Fatehi?
Yes, in fact, Anusha, Noora Fatehi has reached the EOW office here in the national capital. And what we're given to understand, if you go by the line of questioning what happened yesterday with Jacqueline Fernandez, we are expecting a really long day. Because yesterday, what happened yesterday, Jacqueline Fernandez was quizzed separately and together with Pinky Irani. And today as well, we are expecting that this will happen, that both Noora Fatehi and Pinky Irani will be quizzed together, and this could actually last for a very long time. She was supposed to reach at EOW office at around 11:30 a.m., but because her flight was delayed, she reached around 1:30, and now it is very interesting to see actually the line of questioning what happens today when Noora Fatehi and Pinky Irani confronted with each other, because yesterday what we are given to understand is that when Jacqueline Fernandez was confronted with Pinky Irani, they had a heated argument over the changes over this entire matter, and the person who is actually both Jacqueline Fernandez and Noora Fatehi have been summoned as witnesses in this entire case, and Pinky Irani is one such person which is common link between Sukesh Chandrasekhar and these actresses who have been approached by this alleged conman in this entire matter. And now what the EOW, the Economic Offences Wing, would want to understand why she was approached and what was her link with Sukesh Chandrasekhar and
absolutely,
the
and
entire
all those links,
matter,
Yash, are going to be very, very critical. My colleague